everyone, welcome back to my channel, or better known as Renee-Mas Day 3. So this is the third video, and today we're doing some beauty empties. I missed trash day. Trash day was yesterday. Let me fix this angle because I'm covering this Christmas tree. I don't think that even made a difference, but I think the lighting's a little bit better on this side. It is supposed to be raining for the next 2 days, and I haven't filmed the video, so I am trying to get the last little bit of sunlight before these next 2 days of darkness. So yeah, I did have a bonus video go up technically yesterday, and that is technically my no spend year. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out because it is going to be a journey in the long haul. But yeah, I did take a survey asking you guys if you guys preferred either an empties when like this is practically super full and have a longer empties, or have a monthly empties but then have shorter. A lot of you guys preferred monthly empties even though they're shorter compared to like massive empties, and I am going to do that just strictly with my beauty empties. With my Bath and Body Works empties, I am going to let them get a little big before I end up showing, just because I think that's always more interesting and more anticipated for everyone, and it's a lot more exciting to see a lot of things I used up than like the 3 things I might have, 4 maybe, that I used up in a month. So yeah, let's jump right in. I'm just gonna start picking and start throwing. So the first thing I finished is the Bigelow cleanser. This is in Japanese, so I have no idea what this says. My Japanese exchange student left this when she left us last year. There was about a quarter of it left and I just finished it off. It was nice. I used it. I'm not really gonna seek or figure out what it is. I used up a TLC baby facial from Drunk Elephant. If you guys have been following my channel, you guys know this is one of my favorite masks of all time, and I've been just living on samples. But guess what, guys? I finally purchased the full size. I know. Wow. So I have been using that one. It keeps it a lot fresher, and I figured I might as well invest in the big size. I am trying to get a little more eco-friendly and eco-conscious. So I figured just buy the full size. I mean, you've been wanting it for a year now, and you don't have to be wasting plastic baggies and plastic containers like every time you want a sample. So that is the last time I'll be getting a sample of that. I went through a razor pack. This is men's razors. I get them wherever I can find them the cheapest, sometimes Groupon, sometimes Amazon, sometimes Walmart, depending what I need. I went through the Lancome Bifacils eye makeup remover. I love this stuff to take my makeup off. I have quite a lot of bottles of this. My mother-in-law gave me a bunch of them because she doesn't use them. She prefers makeup wipes, and I freaking can't stand makeup wipes. They are so wasteful, but I'm glad I could have a lot of these, and I still have a couple more to go. So I don't know if I would consider purchasing the full size because it is quite expensive, but I will get all the deluxe sample size I can get of this. I used up my Strivectin Overnight Resurfacing Concentrate. I don't even know if they sell this anymore, but this was really expensive. I want to say this was either $72 or $92, and I feel like it's at the same level as like my prescription Retin-A or Adapalene. I feel like long term it does the same effect, and it does not cost as much as this one does, at least up front. I've had this for such a while that I was a little scared to put it on my face, so I would just put it on my neck and on my chest, and that's how I used it up because it is quite old. I would not repurchase it whatsoever. A, for the price, and like B, I'm not gonna just spend $92 or $72 just for my neck. But you do have to take care of your neck, but that's just not a price I'm willing to pay, or an area of concern that I need yet. I have a couple of sheet masks. This is the Lulu One sheet mask. This is such a good sheet mask. Lulu Lune is a Japanese sheet mask company. I think sheet masks are wasteful. I used to really enjoy them, but this whole like plastic one-time use thing is just not good for the environment. Like, there are moisturizers that will do the exact same thing. You just have to find them, and I have found one, but now I'm just using up the sheet masks. But I won't be repurchasing any more sheet masks because they're not environmentally friendly and such a waste of plastic. Here's another one. This one's my favorite Korean one. This is the DNA Aquaring. It's by Mediheal. I basically found a moisturizer with this exact serum. It's not the clear like liquidy serum. This is more of like, and same as the other one, it's more of like a moisturizer, white thick one, and I really enjoy those over the serum ones. But again, I think sheet masks are super wasteful. I found one in a bottle, in a glass bottle. It's recyclable. That is this type of serum, I guess you would say. So I have actually bought that and used that up. And once I go through a lot more things, I might repurchase it depending on how I am in stock with moisturizers and serums and all of that stuff, because I am doing a no by year and I have a little hive on my chest and it's really itchy and I'm just gonna try to not deal with it. This is the Jolene Cream Bleach Lightens Dark Hair. Like, as you can see, I have very dark hair. I have very dark arm hair as well. It's something I'm kind of self-conscious about. I'm not a advocate of shaving your arms just because I feel like you get more flack of that than of like shaving your arms than like just lightening them or having them dark. So I just lighten them instead, and it makes it way less noticeable and a lot of people notice it less, hence what I just said. So I just enjoy using that. I only ever use this in the spring and summer. Like right now that we're in the winter and we're wearing like sweaters and stuff, I don't really use it. But in California it was recently hot and now it's starting to get cool. I also used up my Caudalie SOS Thirst Quenching Serum. It comes in a nice little glass bottle that I can recycle afterward. I could tell this was my backup, and the reason why I'm not going to buy backups, this is really itchy and this is cold, it's glass. I'm just going to hold it on my hive because it's really, really itchy and strange. So the reason why I'm not going to buy backups is because this is like a $50 serum and I had it in my backup drawer, and then I was like, ooh, you know, it's Caudalie. Caudalie stuff tends to go bad pretty quickly, and by the time I opened it, I could tell it was already like on its last leg before it went bad. So I really used this like on my neck and I would like double pump it. So I went through it a lot faster than I normally would, but that's exactly why I'm not going to have backups anymore. And I'm only going to replace something when I'm out. It's part of my no spend year rules, but precisely one of the reasons is because things go bad and before you even get to them, and then it's just a waste of money. I mean, it wasn't like completely rancid or anything, but it just kind of sucked. I didn't get the full benefits out of it. So I have this other serum that I'm using now, and once I'm done with that one, I think I'm gonna go back to the Lush, what is it called? Something Grace. I forget what it's called, but it's package free, so it's not creating waste. And I used it back when I was in Accutane. I'm hoping it still works for me now. I mean, if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to use it until... Now my eye is itchy. Jeez, these allergies. I'm gonna have to use it until I use it up, but that's not until I finish the one that I'm using now. I am throwing away a couple of expired sunscreens. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen SPF 85. This is expired, so I'm throwing that away. I also had the SPF of 100, that's expired, so it's not going to do me any good. I have another foot mask thing. This is my last foot mask. This was supposed to be an exfoliating one. It wasn't. It was just a hydrating one. It was not like baby feet that like caused your feet to peel. So I would not recommend that. I think I got that at Teach Me Max, unknown brand. This was a pack of cotton rounds. I haven't repurchased cotton rounds yet because I have cotton pads that I'm using to remove my nail polish with. That's all I use cotton balls for. I have bought reusable cotton pads, so I've been using that to take off my makeup, and then I'm just going through the last bit of cotton rounds to take off my nail polish, and I honestly hate it, but I'm going through everything I have before I can repurchase cotton balls for nail polish. And for some reason, cotton rounds aren't biodegradable or recyclable, but cotton balls are, which is strange. So it might just be like the threading or like the way that it is, but yeah, so I really can't wait until I'm done through my cotton rounds for nail polish remover because it literally sucks. If you watched my last empties, I included a pen. This is a different pen that I also enjoy using. This is the Pilot G207. Such a nice gel pen. Love it. I have more because I'm a stationary girl. Okay, I'm trying to go through the last bit. Here's another freaking plastic container. This is the Sephora Brush It Up cleansing brush wipes. I bought this years ago. It was a pack of like these little like wipes with like oil, makeup removing oil that you just use to take off the pigment off your brushes. I think I bought it to get the free shipping on an order a long time ago, so I'm still going through them. I hardly use them because it's like kind of annoying to use, but I still have a pack of them. This was the Perricone MD High Potency Face Firming Activator. I got it in like a free sample bag that Ulta gives out. And I got it like ages ago, and I was kind of scared to use it. I did use it on my forehead once, and I did see like it was still working, but I wasn't going to use it on my face the whole time. So also something I ended up using on my neck. I do my forehead area as a test area to see if the active ingredient is still active, because my forehead is pretty resilient and it snaps back pretty quick. So yeah, I think this is the last skincare item before I go into the last bit of makeup items. This is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Gel Cream. This is okay. It's not my favorite. My boyfriend's mom is a dermatologist, so that's where I get a lot of sunscreen and a lot of like these little samples. I'm not getting them anymore just because it's so wasteful, and it's so tiny. I do have a couple more of these like baby deluxe sizes that I have that I've gotten from her, so I'm working through them and yada yada yada. Okay, moving on to the makeup. I have, this is a deluxe size sample of the Dermablend loose setting powder. I was using this to set my face. I don't know how I feel about it, truthfully. Sometimes I would love it, sometimes I wouldn't like it. I think it really depended on the rest of the foundation and the concealers that I was using, but whatever I was using towards the end, I did not like it. I prefer other loose setting powders over this, but I did have this, so I used this up, and that gets to go in my year long of empties that I've been saving for makeup. I have a couple samples. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfecting Skin Foundation. This was in the shade 2 Fair. There was like, I got 5 full days of foundation out of this, and I applied quite a bit, so her samples are bomb. I liked this foundation when I first applied it, and when I first did my makeup. It looked flawless, it looked beautiful. It is more of a light to medium coverage, but it would get really oily throughout the day and like really glowy, where I don't really get oily that much. So it was definitely this foundation, but I don't know, I loved the application at first, but then all the oils that were seeping through, I was like, I'm not an oily girl, I don't have oily skin. So I'm very on the fence about this foundation. Not like I could even purchase it anyways, but because I wasn't completely sold, it's not something I will have on a wish list. Another sample that I got from placing an order on Charlotte Tilbury was the Matte Revolution lipstick, and this is in, I think this was Amazing Grace. I don't even remember anymore. I'm pretty sure this was Amazing Grace. This was a color I was interested in getting, and swatches on everyone look so different, and I hadn't gone into a Sephora yet. Like, I was just going basically off of online. I hadn't gone into Sephora to like swatch anything yet, so when I saw this as a sample, I decided to try it out, and I really love it. It's like a dark orangey color. I do have like a lighter version of this in my collection, so I want to use that up before I consider purchasing it, but it takes me so long to go through lipstick. Like, I kid you not, the lipsticks in my Finish 18 2018 have literally been in my 2017 and my 2018 project, and I've barely finished them, so it's gonna be a while until I even finish the other one that I have. I have the CO Bigelow. I keep like going, huh, I'm really sorry if that's annoying you. Like, trust me, it's annoying me right now too. I have the CO Bigelow My Favorite Lip Balm. This is my favorite lip balm. It literally heals your lips. I always mention this when I have this in an Empties video. This was my savior during Accutane, and I still use it because no other lip balm I feel like even comes close to it. Looks like this. They're always out of stock, but it's always like buy two get one free, and then if you have a coupon, even better. My absolute favorite thing. I have a couple more. Like, everybody who used to know me when I worked at Bath & Body Works, they would always get me this. Like, if I had a birthday or whatever for Christmas, they would just get me a bunch of these, and I did not complain. I had no complaints. And last but not least, the last makeup item, oops, sorry, that was really loud, is the Pop Beauty Pouchy Pop Crayon in Rose Romance. And as you can see, it is all the way turned up. So I mostly use this with the red lipstick in my Finish 18 in 2018, which was the Kat Von D red lipstick in Underage Red. Like, what I would do is I would put a lot of red lipstick on. Like, literally I would do like layers and layers and layers and layers, and then I would blot it, and then I would put a little bit of this and just like layer and layer and layer and layer, and I would blot it, and then it would create like this nice like rosy, reddish rosy color. And that's basically how I finished both of those up. But I wasted so much lipstick doing it, but I really did not care because this was really getting old and I really wanted to get done with a Kat Von D lipstick, and that's just how I used it, and I am not ashamed of it. So it's technically two lipsticks out of my collection because of that method, and I'm not complaining. I normally wouldn't condone it, but I also wouldn't suggest trying to pan a red lipstick for 2 years. Clearly it was not working out for me. But those are all my beauty empties. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is day 3 of, this was a really weird way to say 3. This is day 3 of Renee-Mas. Technically 4 because I did a bonus video yesterday, but there's gonna be a lot of bonus videos. So yeah, I hope you guys are getting ready for the holidays. I'm actually going to a holiday party tonight. I haven't slept yet from my graveyard shift, so I really need to get to do that. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next video.